Hello everybody, how's everyone? Ame Gakita desu. Alright, today we are gonna discuss about a few things about Nijisanji, but then again, I mean like the number of time I've been talking about Nijisanji is so much to the point that if you guys go to my YouTube channel and take a look at it, yeah, you can basically see like I actually talk a lot of them. I mean like the number of video I've been talking to the point I actually have to create a freaking playlist about it. But anyway, for this time around, I'm actually more concerned about a few things that have been getting like a little bit out of hand in my view. But the thing is, right, if you actually look at some of the situation, is it good or is it bad with the with the PR that is happening in the VTuber community? I'm not going to put out the skill. You guys can put out your skill and determine based on what I'm going to tell you guys. But then again, at the same time, take it with a few pins also and show the side of the screen if you need to right now. But the one thing I would definitely say is that the situation with Nijisanji is like, it's not only like Nijisanji within is toxic, but also as well as it is very obvious among the fan. Because the thing is, right, often more than not when I doing like when I talk to some people, I say that you have to keep a positive mind. You have to be very fun. You have to be very good. Sometimes you may have like things that you don't feel happy about or things that you are not whatsoever. You can easily like attract people with the same minded like-minded as you. So in a way, in this case, right, is it good that Nijisanji is attracting a lot of fan base to them in a way? Maybe yes, maybe I don't know. But the thing is, right, it's very obvious right now is that if you compare Hololive Holostar members and the fan as compared to Nijisanji fan and whatsoever, it's so damn obvious that it's very different. I mean like the Hololive Holostar fan base had kind of like given me a moment of like, yeah, they are very wholesome. They are very nice to hang out. They talk about their Oshi, but they never will like, hey, my Oshi is the best Oshi. I mean like back then in some situation, maybe some of them there will be a few rotten egg which is unavailable. But when you look at the whole situation as like the whole fan base, one look, is the fan base of Hololive Holostar a good one? So far, I would definitely say yes. But when you give a fan base of Nijisanji with the number of they calling themselves the Niji Sister or the Nijisanji Defense Force along the line, the way they come out with things uh to smear anyone or to attack anyone, or even in recent cases where I talk about the thing about it is a possibility of Nijisanji defender or Nijisanji supporter or moderator who is trying to put up a slandering comment about Hololive, especially Sui Sen-san. So the thing is, right, when you look at the whole situation, is it a good thing or is it a bad thing for Nijisanji? No, it just proved to that everyone that if Nijisanji is not toxic, how can they easily attract toxic people then? I mean like it's just that is when we use the word like-minded people attract like-minded people, it's just damn obvious that yeah, toxic people attract toxic people. So it's not Nijisanji toxic? Based on their saying, it seems to be that's the case. Okay, guys. So the thing is, at this point of time, I'm actually kind of concerned about how the situation with Nijisanji is. It's not just only about the I mean, like at this point, when I say Nijisanji should keep quiet for now, it's actually more interestingly that they should keep quiet. But then again, they should also address the issue with the fan. Like I mean, like Nijisanji is also the one who put. If we are against slandering comments, so if Nijisanji is not even like defending Hololive about one of their moderators slandering Hololive. I mean like if I'm the one that is handling Nijisanji and I know someone in the moderator is slandering another company and I know full well I'm against slandering, I will freaking kick that person out and I'll fire him and or her, or I don't even give a damn care. But at this point, Nijisanji chooses to keep quiet about it. It just proves to show that they are not, and I mentioned they are not even worry about people, other people slandering other company as long as it's not them. So to me, I don't think it will look good, because the thing is, right, when you think about it, right, it will just make that Nijisanji doesn't even care about Hololive, Holostar, even though right now they are near going to be overthrown by Hololive, Holostar production, in terms of like the best VTuber agency in the world. Because the thing is, right, when if you look at it, right, is Nijisanji a bad company? Then I think it's fair to say that the opposite is for Hololive is that Hololive is a very good company. It's a good because not only do they care about their talents, not only do they care about the fan base, not only do they want the best for everyone, they even give the best performance or the best event like the Holo Fest to every single one. So when you compare it to Nijisanji, who is trying to go with high profit but the less effort, I think that's a little bit problematic, right, guys? I mean, like if they think of like in terms of business profit, what they are looking at, right, is actually technically in my view is short-term profit. The money seems very high on the start, but once the house of card collapse, it collapse all the way, and it can really mean worthless. It means that everything is nothing. So the only thing I'm actually having issue is that if you look at the whole, if Nijisanji really want to like, consider changing, it would be best they change not just only the management whatsoever, but as well as like the way they handle their talents, the way they handle their fan base, the way they handle their moderator or any employees along the line. It basically, in a nutshell, changed the whole damn culture in the first place. Because the thing is, right, as reported and highlighted by Salvi-san, don't worry, I will put out Lidia and Salvi-san video for you guys to check in the description below, so you guys can check them out because they do give their own take and they do report quite a lot of stuff. So one of the things that Nijisanji is actually kind of like well known, if I'm pretty sure, where was it again? Oh yes, basically there's defender, which I will talk about it, like the toxic the toxic fan base, which I will discuss one more time. I kind of discussed it earlier, but you guys kind of please forgive me on that. Okay, the one thing that I was it Lidia-san? I know. Well, anyway, the one thing I do can say, and do forgive me for the time dragging a little bit, is that if you actually think about that, Nijisanji is the way they come up with like when companies saying like, oh, black company is considered like long working hour, high turnover rate, low salary, or short recruitment process. Does it mean like every single time? Well, technically it's not every single thing. But the funny thing is that when they say like long working hour, to the rival they say, hey, they can live, they can go live whenever they want, they can stream whenever they want. Yes, but you definitely have to stream a Pacific timing within a month, right? I mean, like, there is a Pacific timing. Even for me, who stream almost like on a daily basis, or even when I wish to stream for a short while and I was doing a long stream, if you look at the number of livers doing long stream, do they wish to do that long stream? Like, I feel like they don't. But then when you look at the high turnover rate, like the number of graduate and the number of terminated, and then low salary, yeah, 2%, very, very high. Or even the short recruitment rate where they are pumping out wave after wave after wave. Yeah, definitely a black company. And even more so, like I talked in my previous video about how toxic the working environment is within Nijisanji, or like how they seems to be very competitive in a way. I mean, I talked with Salvi-san, I'm more like I'm tied in the comment in his video once about it, and we discussed it in a way that I personally feel why I say it's very competitive within Nijisanji is that if you look at Nijisanji versus Hololive or Holostar, it's actually more so like it's very, very obvious, like when you look at how they interact, like how the talent interact with each other. Because the thing is, if they do a lot of collaboration, and even if they do less cooperation, if they still end up chatting in real life, talking with and have fun in off stream, yeah, that's a good thing. But then when you look like there is a career within the company, I mean, like if the career is to help the whole company to push out and bring out everyone out together, then I think that's a good thing. But when the career is to bring your own team out and your own people, basically the queen bee and the minion, then yeah, that basically create even more trouble because they will go as far as trying to sabotage other people, and that is not very, very good if I say so myself. So all in all, I still find it very bad, and that is when I start saying like the working environment is toxic. I personally feel that if you look at some of the liver, the way they go about it, right, do they look very wholesome? To me, it looked fake. Some people may say it looked weird. Maybe that's their way of copying along the line. Maybe I don't know. But when you look at it, so then like look at it as well as the way some of the way they do live stream is they are trying to outone each other or trying to sabotage another people, or even to the point, I mean, like if it's so damn obvious about the Selene situation when the MV they trying to say that it's not approval yet, and yet they found out that other people actually given the permission, or even to the point of like saying that, hey, we are now playing favoritism, and then they got found out by many people saying that how come some people give when two rival within the company do the same thing, why the only one got punished and the other did not. Yeah, it's so damn obvious though. So it's really damn bad. It's really damn stupid of them to do such a thing, like saying, hey, it's not true or whatever, when it's actually freaking true because they freaking delete themselves. So is it very easily pointed out, is the is Nijisanji toxic within themselves? Yeah, I think it is. But then again, when you look at the situation like Hololive and Holostar, the way they care about each other, if they got anything, they play game with each other, they talk with each other, they have fun with each other. If people make noise about it, they talk about it and condemn any kind of like misbehavior within the talent within the fan base itself, which I think is a good thing, because if you look, there will be some people making noise about it, and you can't defend anyone who is, I mean, like it's always a balance. When there is good people, there will be bad people, and when there is like a wholesome fan base, obviously there is like the toxic fan base. So when, I mean, like if you look at like the fan base of Hololive when they go for the Holo Fest, right? You look at them going beyond to do the cosplay, like it's so beyond, alright. To the point that it even got me laughing nonstop to the way they do all this thing, and it's so damn wholesome, even to the point of creating a short animation that got a lot of traction and is very very nice. But when you look at Nijisanji, the defense force or the sister, they can't move on. They are stuck in the loop of fixation. They can't move on. They want to create more trouble for other people, and it's just really damn bad, because the way the defense force trying to justify their thing, or like you can't be racist against white people. All these things. I mean, like, what were they thinking? Well, maybe they think it that way. Maybe good for them. I don't know. I mean, like, to me, I just feel like it's very ridiculous, though. All in all, it's back to the same thing as, is Nijisanji having like the fan base being toxic, or is they are trying to go full denial? I mean, like at this point, right? When I say the full key phase to madness, I'm just gonna say like from unleashing raw emotion, trapped in the loop of asphyxiation. Yep, they already done that. When coming out with a constructing weird reasoning to that people find it to justify their reason along the line, or even to the point of rejecting other point of view. It's at this point of time, right? It's it's just bad. I would just say that the way the defense force is just the Niji sister is really really bad, and at this point, right, I only can say is that if there is really a moment to save those that is still in Nijisanji, the talents within Nijisanji, and they are not bad people. If they are not bad people, I can understand. They got a chance to come out and like be terminated or be graduated and still change for the better. But on the other hand, if they are very toxic people, like let's say Oki-san, who is really well known among many people being called racist along the line, then yeah, that's a different thing. But as for right now, can we say like all talents is innocent? Will they still get attacked by people who hate Nijisanji? At this point of time, they have to accept it because they attract the attention to themselves. They make the problem for themselves, and I would recommend you guys to check out Lidia's and Salvi's video, where they talk more about the situation we in, like on the smaller detail, which I actually do enjoy. I'm not saying that you guys have to watch every single thing if you guys are not to, but they do highlight quite a few things that is happening on Reddit, 4chan, all these things, and I will say, Savi-san, thank you very much if you're watching this, as well as Lydia-san if you're watching, thank you. I mean, like, you guys make it so much easier for me to do all those research, and I mean, like, I'm not sure. Like every time when I talk about Nijisanji, when I learn each time when I look at the number of toxic comment, the number of time when I trying to like justify like, hey, I believe that Nijisanji is the bad company. Like I've been fighting this battle alone for so damn long that I'm actually kind of feel like it will be a matter of time before I feel burnt out. But at this point, I'm actually very happy that there are a lot of people who is now pointing out. I mean, like, sure, we all want to move on with our life. Don't get me wrong. If you want to move on, by all means, go ahead. We are not stopping you, or I'm not even stopping myself from doing all these things. It's just that when people are making a lot of like hoo-ha and you look at the number of comment like this person going like, hey, like one day I mean, like, if I say, hey, if I say whatever random chat today, right, do I remember the random chat every single day? No, I will just say I'll move on. I don't want to talk about it. It's just all the random chat you watch with me. I hope you guys watch it, understand what is happening, and then we all move on with our life. But apparently, there are some people who can't even move on with their life. I mean, like, it's already freaking like February. It's already freaking March, and there is still a person who is love to spam every single day sue Doki Bird, and when the whole issue is happening, is on the fault of Nijisanji. Yeah, it just shows how toxic the fan can be. I mean, like, if they call this person out, yeah, understandable. If they don't even condemn it or even highlight this kind of situation, it just proves that, hey, Nijisanji, you are not stopping, you are creating toxic within yourself. It's like, to me, I would just give one take and one take on it. It's like they are purposely doing this whole thing. I mean, like, if they are not condensing, they are allowing, they're giving a silent permission to let those people do this kind of thing, to let the hate spread and to affect other live or other company, VTuber company or agency, whichever you want to call it, in a negative way. So all in all, it definitely doesn't look good for Nijisanji, because when you have this kind of behavior with Nijisanji or even on the outside of Nijisanji, it's just damn bad. Okay, guys, it's just so bad to the point that I'm I'm just shocked though. Even more is like, even when they actually put out like when Nijisanji graduated from an agency, they trying to make them lose confident or be insecure, which is the reason why like some of the talents when they graduate they feel like they may not worth anything when they realize that, hey, they do worth something. I still stand by with my word about how Kuro and Madara should actually have a talk and maybe have an apology to Sayu. I know some people saying like, it's Sayu's fault. Sayu already apologized for it, which is the reason why I totally forgot she apologized for it. But if Madara and Kuro say something along the like, hey, try is not easily earned, then I can see their point. I can totally see that point. But if they go with the idea of saying that they are not open to for discussion, and they will, and if Matara and Kuro is also in a little bit of fault themselves, then it's best they help that it's really the best to have a chat with Sayu and kill the ad along the line, because from how I look at it, it's just bad behavior on all end. If I make a mistake and I apologize for it, if whether do other people want to accept it or not, yeah, it's understandable. But then again, if other people who do it to me and they apologize for it, if it's still like, if there is a chance for to bury the hatchet, I mean, like, why not just have a chat? If they feel like they have a chat and they talk about it, and yeah, if they change, good. If they don't even want to move, if they want to move on and say that, hey, we have a chat and we feel like it's better we stay as a acquaintance or we don't cross each other path along the line, then yeah, I think it's fair to move on and forget about it. But the thing is, right, from how I look at it, it seems that both, I know you guys might not like it, it's just that to me, Kuro-san and Matara is just being childish I mean, like, they don't even address what actually happened between them and Sayu. Like, why are they not even interacting with Sayu? Is it that she did something bad that caused the Nijisanji situation to fall? Is it because that she create the document that made you guys feel bad along the that made you feel like, hey, the House of Cup is crumbling? Because the thing is, right, long before Sayu situation, I was part of the JP community supporting Nijisanji in a way, and when I realized how bad Nijisanji management is on the JP side, and when it got transmitted to the EN side, I was already on the brink of saying that Nijisanji is a bad company, and I say that long ago. Anyone who know me very well will know that I do not support Nijisanji in, like, long before the EN situation happened. It happened, like, you can't go around saying that, oh, I've been saying about Nijisanji badly about 3 years ago, when long before I started as a EN, like, VTuber. Is that even though when I'm vocal about Nijisanji, I'm just hoping that Nijisanji can change. But it's just that at this point of time, it took around so damn long for Nijisanji to slowly collect, and now you're blaming someone else for telling the truth. Yeah, true hurts. I mean, like, definitely don't get me wrong, but when you have not tell anyone, like, don't even explain what is happening on your end, obviously it's very hard for me to gauge who is right, who is wrong. It's the same thing as, like, in the courts. If you go to, like, a judge and you tell them that there is two person fighting, one person appear in the court and give his side of the story, the other person who is not even giving his side of his story and does not even tell anything, who will I judge based on the whole situation? Obviously I will base on the evidence that is given to me. So if the one who failed to, like, this is one of the reasons why when they like in courts battle, you can ask legal mindset, you can ask anyone, is it true that when one failed to turn out, when they are required to turn out, when, okay, there are cases when they can don't turn out and the lawyer can defend them accordingly, but if they are required to turn out and they fail to turn out, is it that will I, even if the one who didn't turn out is in the right, will I still fault the person as wrong? Yes, because I will just throw the case out the window and say that you profit it, and the obviously the winner go to the one who appeared. So it's the same thing as profit fail to attend fail to appear in the match and you profit the game along the line. It's it's very obvious at this point of time that is Kuro-san and Madara in the wrong. At the point of this time, you guys have to understand the reason why I said they could be wrong is because there is no information and they are not addressing it entirely. Even if they hint about it, it's not like they can refer to a lot of people along the line. So I can't be sure, are they referring to specifically to Sayu-san, or are they specifically saying or hinting saying that it's that case? Because at this point it's really bad for, like, when I say it's very bad for Hokuro and Madara-san, is that there is really not enough evidence, they are not addressing it, and people will come up with a lot of speculation that cause people to think about all this thing, and it's really bad. But the thing is, right, when you look at the within Nijisanji itself, it does the speculation go the same way? Yes, because the thing is, right, a lot of is the like when you look at some of the talent, the way they talk, the way they act, the way they say things along the line, is it's like, what were they trying to prove about the thing? Like, is they trying to indicate that they are being wholesome to each other, or they trying to create less problem for each other along the line? It's just bad. It's just bad. So I feel like I talk way a lot about Nijisanji every single time, that there's, like, in the past I tried to say, hey, Nijisanji may be a good thing because it's one of the biggest company, but at this point the stock slowly falling, or maybe there is a form of stock manipulation, like it's very bad in the JP side, really, I would have to say that. And is the working environment in Nijisanji a good thing or not? I don't even want to say about it anymore though. So I don't know. I mean, like at this point, I'm very confused on a lot of stuff. So I'm seeking out how you guys think about it. It's best you guys. I would like to hear from you guys. How do you guys feel about the situation about Nijisanji, the fan base? I mean, like if you need to, can compare it to Hololive, Face Connect, or all these other companies. But how do you guys feel about Nijisanji fan base as well as Nijisanji as a whole? Is Nijisanji a black company, or is the fan base a very toxic thing that, as I've been talking for so long? Just write in the comment below and we can discuss it further. But with that being said, if you do like this kind of video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat. With that, I hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye.